Hello and welcome to the Athlete First Media Podcast. Today I am joined by a very special guest, a man vying for a state championship here in a couple of days. Uh, MCI's star Smash player, ESports star at the moment, Tyson Thompson. Tyson, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So obviously I mentioned the state's coming up. Give us kind of a overview of how this year's been for you.
Um, what, like in terms of esports?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been very interesting. I came into it thinking it wouldn't be extremely difficult. We've had kind of the same team be beating us like every single like we get right to states, we'd be runners up. But the best team, all their best players graduated, so I thought this would really be the year I'd come into my own, really take everyone else out.
Yeah.
Solo competitions, they're new this year, so I got
Yeah.
to kind of do things by myself. But it's been hard. I mean, the undefeated title did not come easy. I've played some really good opponents, which
Yeah.
I'm gonna face again tomorrow or
Yeah.
Saturday, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd love to hear. I mean, we talked about the short version of it off air, but give the background, the long version of you and how esports became a thing for you. Because I mean, Stacks has been a huge, or well, Coach Stackhouse. I don't know what you guys call him.
Yeah, Stacks. Yep.
Stacks. Okay, cool. That's what I've always called him. So, yeah, but Stacks obviously has been a huge part of making the esports scene bigger and bigger. Um, but how has your journey gone for this whole thing?
So I've been playing video games for a long time, basically all my
Yeah,
life. I love video
yeah,
games, and I really didn't know anything about esports until high school. It's still relatively new at MCI. But
yeah,
I came to high school, I learned about it. I figured, why not? I mean, I'd never really done a sport up to that point, whether you consider it a sport or not. But I do more sports now. But anyways, I got started. That was my first sport. It was esports. I got started. It was cool to compete against other schools. I had a couple friends. They've come and gone. More people have come, made new friends, right? But over the years, I've done a bunch of other clubs and activities, but esports been the thing I've always stuck with. It's been a lot of fun, really great teammates. I love the competition. It's been great.
yeah. I'm kind of interested to hear like the back end of things, right? Because I I'll, I'll say I dip my toes in the competitive gaming world when Fortnite was at its peak. I played in a lot of different tournaments for Fortnite, won money a couple of times, but like that's a whole lot different than I think kind of what you guys get to do because it's you are more like directly one like against a team. Like there's not like necessarily other things. So I'd love to hear like the behind the scenes for what it looks like for you guys. What do practices look like? How does that stuff all work?
Yeah, so it's quite a process.
I bet.
We have lots of practice every week. Those includes lots of things. There's we scrimmage against each other all the time. So
Yeah.
one of my friends, his name is Scott. He's been on the team since freshman year.
Wow.
We're kind of like somewhere in the top five range in the league.
Yeah.
So we play together a lot, practice. We've had a lot
Gotcha.
of teachers from MCI come on to help us, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My math teacher is probably like the one of the
Hey,
best people at
okay.
Smash Bros. I know. So we practice together a
Okay.
lot. I appreciate his help. Um, Axe always we play esports with a program called Play VS, and
Yes.
they
Yeah.
have like all the stats from all the players and everything. So every week he'll go through, get what character everyone plays, what stages they like, all the kind of details about them. Send them over to us. We'll analyze them. Maybe go back through, watch the games they've played in the past. So like there's VOD review, there's scrims, there's sometimes we'll do like I don't know. We get a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's very similar to what I've experienced at least is like getting into the obviously very different games, but like getting into the the scrims like the pro scrims and then doing like the VOD reviews of your own stuff usually is what we ended up doing. But
Yeah, we do
yeah,
some of that too. Yeah.
yeah. So how did you pick which one was like your main game
So
if you would say you have one?
yeah, it's that my main game is definitely Smash Bros.
Okay.
I've played a couple other games, right? I played Splatoon.
Yeah.
We pulled together a Marvel Rivals team for a little while.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, I love my rivals. But anyways, freshman year, I mean, I say I play video games. I play a couple video games, right? Smash has
Yeah,
always been
I feel
one of my
that.
big things. Ever since I got a Switch, Smash was like one of my favorite games,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I've really stuck with it, and I think it's super fun.
How did you make the transition from like Switch to mouse and keyboard? 'Cause, or do you guys play mouse and keyboard, or what do you guys play?
We
Do you
just
guys play
play
with
we,
Switch?
we just play Switch. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you guys did like a mouse and keyboard type of situation with stuff. Does the Rocket League do mouse and keyboard?
Rocket League. I think. I mean, yeah, Rocket League does
I
mouse
guess
and
it
keyboard.
depends, right? If they like
Yeah, I
prefer
think
the
they do.
controller.
I think they do.
Gotcha. So like that must be an interesting experience because you guys certainly like I don't know, it's gotta be how is it weird to feel like you're competing with someone who's not necessarily or do you guys get to do in person stuff too, like
So
matches
I
other
I
than states
actually
obviously
I wish we got to do more in person stuff. We have done a
for
couple,
sure.
right? I think one time like the power went out at our school, so and our match was in Tacoma, so we just went right over and played with them, which was pretty fun.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Sometimes like if we win, we go to this thing called the Play vs Cup, which is kind of like you play people first. You play the winner from last season, two esports seasons in a year. You play the winner from
Gotcha.
last season, then anyone else in the country.
Wow.
So we've played people from other seasons the year we won. Yeah, we travel sometimes, not a ton, but
That's super fun to be able to
yeah,
like get out and like 'cause I mean that's the best part and I love that that's like that they don't just cop out, do the cop out for states too. Like being able to have everybody there for states is
yeah,
super fun instead of doing just like, all right, we're all just gonna be at our own places and do it. Like
yeah.
it's somewhat. I have to imagine it's fun for you.
I mean, when I was new to high school, I remember like I've done a lot in high school, but back then, like walking into that room and like having them say my name and everybody claps as I come in. I'm there to play like Smash Bros on this giant like theater screen. Like
That's sick.
it's pretty awesome. It was pretty mind blowing.
How is the actual practicing and stuff? Because you said obviously like how it works, but like, do you feel like you're working on very specific things during practices? Like when you're scrimming against your teammates or whatever, are you trying to work on certain things? I don't necessarily know. I don't know the technicalities necessarily,
Yeah,
but like, are you working on like very specific things that you're trying to work better on, or are you just trying to like just get your overall game better? What's the thought there?
yeah. So there's definitely a mix of things, right? Um, I've played so the person I play with, I mentioned him earlier, Scott. He plays like he's played like probably like 20 different characters in the last 4 years. Like he switches
Holy,
every 10 seconds. But I've played the same character since basically since I started playing the game, probably 6 years ago.
yeah,
So
which is Pokemon, right? Not
I
Pokemon.
play
Oh my lord,
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Lord,
Yeah.
my brain. Pac-Man. I watched the your match yesterday. So
Yeah. I don't have my I have a little bit of blur going on in the background, but my grandparents and parents love buying me like Pac-Man stuff for Christmas, so it's just all
hey,
this
there we
draped
go.
around my room. It's kind
There
of
we
goofy, but
go.
it's kind of cool.
No, I love it.
But but what is oh yeah, yeah. So there's some specific like Pac-Man things I want to work on that I'll practice typically. Um, we'll practice against the because I said before they do the scouting reports. We know what
Yeah.
characters we're going to play against. So
Mm,
my math teacher, or maybe if I'm helping another teammate, it'll be me. But we'll practice against those specific characters to kind of
gotcha.
learn what are their weaknesses, what are their strengths, what do you have to look out for in this specific matchup between your character and theirs. Um, like you said, general game, right? Smash is a game with a lot going on, and
A lot
so
going on for sure.
so as much as I want to practice this one specific thing, um, I can go to the lab and do it. Smash's practice range is terrible. It really doesn't let you do a whole lot, but
Yeah, that sounds right.
it's not very good. So usually you practice stuff in game and you want to try and drill things, but there's a lot
Yeah,
going on, so you kind
for
of
sure.
yeah.
I assume you don't delve in different characters when you're not like when in practice, right? Because especially like in a game like Smash, you really want to like main one player and get really, really good with that one character, and then I guess probably you have like a secondary that just in case something's not going good that day with Pac-Man, you're like, I gotta switch it up for a game or something.
Okay, I'm gonna admit this here. I have a secondary, but it's kind of a throw pick. It's kind of like my Like I won pretty
Reset.
good the first game. Let's have some fun. You know, this is my like
Got you.
take a break in because
Yes.
Pac-Man he is very complicated. He's got a lot going on. You'd think like
Y-
Pac-Man's
I
the guy
I
that
could
just
see that. I could see that yesterday when you were playing, or when you
yeah.
were doing
But
this yesterday.
so I mostly practice Pac-Man. Every once in a while we'll have fun games where we'll switch off, but I mostly play him all throughout practice. Um, I don't know if you're familiar with the character Ridley, but yeah, he's kind of my secondary.
Okay.
Um, he kind of most people don't consider him very good, but I like to think he covers a lot of things Pac-Man doesn't do quite as well.
Gotcha.
And I think he's just Pac-Man really struggles to kill. Ridley, he'll throw you off the face of the map, right? Like it's like a relief. Like
Yes.
I don't have to worry about getting my opponent to 200% to take him out. I just hit him
Yeah.
3 times, they're dead.
Well, yeah, and that was the interesting. I mean, talk to me a little bit about the last matchup because I think it's interesting. You played against what character was it?
Was that yesterday's you watched?
Yes, yesterday.
King K. Rule probably, right?
Yes, 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 yes,
Yep.
yes. And like the matchup there obviously is very interesting because you're going against like a heavy who, like you said, can do that the one hit and you're gone,
Yeah.
and you have to kind of be more perfect. Did you like how what's the thought process going into that type of stuff?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. I am deathly afraid of heavies. Like
Fair.
like people who I've played people who have just started playing the game and they'll pick a heavy and I'll just let
Yeah,
out a huge
yeah,
sigh because I'm like,
yeah.
oh man, what a so we have last year I think just about every single team had a K roll in the state. Like for some reason K roll is extremely popular in Maine. I don't know
Interesting.
why, what it is about K
Interesting.
roll, but people love to play him. So I have gotten a lot of practice against him. But you're definitely right. Um, you have to play a little cautious. Um, you really should be getting in his face because his moves take a long time to come out. So usually you can win, but
Yeah,
there's a risk, right? Like you can
yeah,
press so much advantage, but if you slip up once, you throw out one unsafe move, then
yeah. You're in
that
trouble.
could be the end. Yeah. So it's a
Eh,
kind of there's a balance there.
when when you were drilling in practice leading up to that, was it like did it come out the way that you expected it to come out? I mean, obviously the ending I'm sure is relatively what you expected to come out.
Yeah.
But like the actual process of it all.
Um. So man, losing game one was kind of a
Yeah, that was
surprise.
like,
Yeah.
oh.
I wasn't expecting that. I can't say that was expected on my part. I mean, it's a heavy, right? Like I said before. So
Correct. Yeah.
I always am prepared to for things to go for the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
And I played a K roll earlier too because they have 3 K rolls on that team. When I say it's popular in Maine, it's popular in
Holy.
Maine. But yeah, so I had expected it would be kind of pretty easy. I practiced against my coach, well, my math teacher, semi
Love it.
coach.
Yeah.
I practiced against his K rule. I played another K rule on their team, so I really thought it wouldn't be too bad. But no, he really turned up. That was a good match.
Yeah, and then the very last um game within the match that you end up being when you seal it. That last one got a little bit scary there at the end. Looks like you
Yeah.
had it, and then he got you, but then you happen to have enough. Was there go in that last match? Was your mind like, oh, okay, we gotta lock in
Okay.
here. Can't be doing this.
It's so funny. Like, well, I will say this: I was scared, but we play a best out of 5 format. So if I had lost, we'd have one more game to go,
Yeah, take
and
winner take all, game 5.
yeah, and I'll be honest, my partner he's probably like the he might even be better than me, but he's pretty good in the state too. So I think I had a little relief. Like if I lost, I think he'd be okay. But I was in that last game. It's so funny. I was at like 50%, and I'm not sure how familiar you are with Smash, but like unless you're hitting me with like the strongest move you got, I'm never gonna
Yeah, no,
die at
you're good.
50%.
Yeah.
But against K. Rool, he's at 160, so all I have to do is like tap him and he's
Yes.
dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still so scary. Like I just ran away, sat on the other side of the stage, didn't want anything to do with them. It's tense. It really is. Even when you think you're safe, you never really know.
Yeah, 100%. Especially a game with like Smash, where if you like you said that one hit that then makes you go, "Oh, okay, yep." Like it can end quick for sure. Um, I'm interested as you go into the state championship for it. How is this? I mean, today did you guys have practice today?
Yep, a small one. Yeah.
How? Well, yeah. How was the small practice for you today? Did you feel good?
So it's unfortunate because we haven't. Um, it's been hard to kind of pull everyone together. Two of my teammates who are kind of on the trios team do track, so I can't always be in at the same time as them.
Oh no.
Um, I know, so it's tough. We got one of my teammates in today, and mostly I didn't play Pac-Man. I played the other characters we're going to face in teams to kind of help lift him up so he can be ready for
Got you.
that.
Got you.
Tomorrow, and maybe tonight, I'm going to really drill down, get ready for State Saturday. Um, Pac-Man has this projectile called Bell, right? And if you hit someone with the bell, they stay in place for a super long time. You can basically do whatever you want to them, and it's like the core of his game plan because he really struggles to kill you at even really high percents, right? I've always been really bad at using it, so I'm trying to like this week. I've always said I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on it. I always kind of do. But this week I'm really trying to use it as much as possible, and it's very different. I'm not really used to it, so is it a good idea right before states? I don't know, but
Fair.
I think if I can figure it out, it'll really make things a lot easier for me. It's a
Yeah.
really important part of his game plan.
Fair. How do you you won states last year, right?
I did not. I won states freshman year, runner up
Okay,
sophomore,
freshman.
runner up junior.
Gotcha. Okay. I knew you won it at some point, but I couldn't remember when that was off the top of my head. But yeah, so I guess like how do you like make sure that you become a multiple time state champion?
Man, it's a process. Obviously, we haven't had solos before this, so it was always just team preparation.
Yeah.
A lot of it really goes into kind of working out who's going to go against who, right? Because between me and Scott, we have very different strengths and very different weaknesses, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's really hard to tell like who's the best to play who. So a lot of it is mental because if you pick the wrong order, like sometimes it's not even how well you play. It's just like if the order goes wrong, things don't
Yeah.
work out.
Yeah.
So we really practice hard for every possible outcome, try and like play the percentages, send who's right where.
Yeah.
What else goes into getting ready for states? It's just a lot of practice, man. You practice, 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 play people online, play your friends, play your coaches, play anyone you can find really. Some play past state champions. I've had the opportunity to get to play with some really good players in the state who were willing to, and it's been very good.
Yeah. I was actually gonna ask you what goes into you guys picking your order because I mean it is hugely important and if you do mess it up, you certainly have to really back it up in the back end if you're gonna win the rest of the match. So how do you guys do that? Is it Stacks who like kind of builds it, or does he like trust you guys to figure that part out?
So it's really a collaborative process, right? Stacks definitely has a big part in it, and he works a lot with me and Scott to kind of figure out who feels most comfortable where. There's also kind of a yeah. There's also kind of a mind game because round one is a blind pick, so you really
Oh,
don't
I
know.
didn't know
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So if we send me and the other team sends their worst player, then that's good because it's a win for us. But that also means that the next two of my
Yeah,
teammates will have
down
to
the
fight way
line.
harder people.
Yes. Yeah.
So you would think because Scott plays 30 different characters, you'd really be able to cover every possible outcome. But some things I'm more comfortable
Yeah.
doing than he is.
For
If we
sure.
were gonna play heavy, I think Scott would be more comfortable than I am. So we kind of we talk a lot to work out what would be best.
And I assume that Stacks already has all the stuff for you guys to know, like the potential characters you could be playing.
Yeah, I we're very fortunate. Every week he writes out like this like giant, huge like you should
That
see
does
the
not
Discord. Like
surprise
the
me at
Discord
all.
just these giant scouting reports. They're great. They're really helpful.
Is it weird to have him as the coach? Because I mean he's also like kind of like this bigger than life personality type of guy. Like, but I mean he is one of the most hardworking people I know
Yeah,
too. What it's
absolutely.
like. Especially how he's regarded, I think, in the esports scene as well. Is it weird to just have him as your coach in small town Maine at FCI?
Man, it's insane. I could talk about stacks for so long. It's
100%.
it's funny because and I say this with no disrespect. He's not a Smash player, right? Like it's never a game he's played a ton, and that's why he brings a lot of people to help out. But
Yeah.
somehow he's the best Smash coach I could ask for. Like he's he's on top of everything. He gives so much advice. He works so hard to like organize everything. he's working really hard to organize states here this year. Like we're having it at
Yeah.
MCI, which
Yeah, that's
is
crazy.
amazing. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
awesome.
Um, Watching videos of him going on stages in like other continents and talking in front of me, it's insane. Like I remember I had a cross country meet a while back,
Yeah.
and Stax was there for whatever reason because he was announcing some. He announces so many games at Maine. He was announcing like the cross country meet or something
Of
nearby. I don't
course.
even know.
Doesn't surprise me.
But I'm like, hey Stax, what's up? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna fly to like Europe or something later today. I'm like, oh yeah, of course,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Of course.
classic Saturday for Stax. Like
Yeah.
he's crazy.
He's so nonchalant about it, and it's hilarious. Cuz
He's so funny.
cuz he's just him. Like he doesn't it doesn't affect him in any way. He doesn't feel like he's
Yeah,
any different, but there he is on, you know, Rocket League championships and in the Middle East doing his thing and on a giant stage. Like, oh,
yeah.
that's whatever.
I mean, hey, he's built for it. Like as far as
Yeah.
commentators go, like if I ever needed a commentator, like he'd be.
A
And I'm not saying
hundred
that because he's
percent.
just my coach or someone I know. Like he'd be
No,
my
a
guy.
hundred percent.
He's good.
Yeah. Yeah, he
He's
is.
funny. He brings so much energy. Like he's just,
Yes.
especially to the program too. He's just great.
Yeah. I'm interested because I don't necessarily know, because well, one, esports isn't necessarily covered as much as everything else, but I don't necessarily know like how the breakdowns of seasons work for you guys because it's not just a one season thing, correct?
No.
So
Um.
how does the whole thing shake out? I guess.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny. Basically, all our fall sports resolve at the same time,
Yeah.
and then it'll be the end of the fall season, and every other team will have their like practices all done, and you'll click on the athletic schedule that gets sent out every week, and it'll be like every sport is canceled except for esports, and then it'll
Yeah.
just be like a tiny little esports practice every day.
Yeah.
So esports, it starts in the fall, runs into the winter. Sometimes it's ran to like late December too, so it can go on for quite a while.
Yeah.
But we have a fall to winter season, and then we have a spring season too. So we have two
Gotcha.
throughout the year. So we'll have two states.
Do you do the same games regardless like of the season?
So that's a good question. I actually think there might be different games in the spring. I might be wrong about that. I'm not entirely sure because I usually only play Smash. I think I know I'm going to be doing Rivals in the spring. I'm not sure if it was available as a fall title, or I hope to be anyways. But
Fair.
yeah,
How does the whole process of like trying out work?
what for
Is there a
esports?
tryout process?
Um,
Or is it like, hey, show up and then we'll see if you're any good, and then if you are, we'll
yeah,
keep you.
I am a little sad to say our program isn't the biggest, right? Like but we so there's no tryouts, right? You can just show up and join. But I think we're a really great team, right? You can join. I think we can lift you up pretty fast. Like we've worked with people. We've made some real all stars. I think our programs had great success, and I think it's because like we all work together. Like when I first played with Scott, I would. This is terrible to say. I would sometimes I'd wipe the floor with him all the time, right?
Yeah,
And now we've played and played and played, and now like some days, like I can barely touch him. Like he'll be
yeah,
dancing all around me. Like
yeah.
I think it's good. We lift each other up. It's just yeah, I don't know.
Do you guys like? Is the whole like esports teams as a whole kind of like? Do you know the other people who play Rocket League really well, or do you kind of just? Is it kind of like what's a good word other than segregated? Because that's the word I was gonna
I was
use.
just gonna
But
say segregate is the first thing you know.
yeah,
I don't know.
like I don't know. I guess that's the best word I got. But
Yeah.
like, or is it kind of broken up? I guess is a better way.
So yeah, yeah. So I would say it is fairly divided. I want to be there to support. We have really strong Mario Kart and Rocket League teams, so I definitely want to be there to support our Rocket League team, our Mario Kart team.
Yeah,
But in terms of like my knowledge or interaction with those spheres, like they're pretty. I would say they're relatively separate. But if you
gotcha.
wanted to get in and like really sink your teeth in all of them, we've had people who have really competed a bunch of them. So it is what you make of it, really. I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, I wondered because like it does kind of give like they're very different games mechanically. Like what you
Yeah,
have to do is very different. Like with
absolutely.
your hands, your hand eye is very different from Smash than it is Rocket League. Like that's just a whole different world.
Yeah, and
So
like you said, sometimes it'll be keyboard, sometimes it's controller. So like,
yeah, that's a mess. I can't even imagine because Rocket League. I played Rocket League just for fun. The skill gap in Rocket League is so incredibly large. Like
yeah,
that from like the low level players to the high level players to be like the high level players, the ones that Stacks goes commentates. Those guys are like, oh my lord, they're doing whatever they
It's
want.
insane.
I don't even understand how they do half the things they do, but
I this is a random interjection, but I would say both like the blessing and the curse of Smash is that like it's a very like if our Rocket League team was down a player and I had
yeah,
to sub in,
that's a bad
it
day.
might be
Yeah.
but if our Smash team was down a player, like we've had people who are less experienced sub in, it's okay because I think Smash is an accessible game and that means
For
that
sure.
people can dive into it. You can,
For sure.
if you work hard, you can get good quickly. It also means
Right.
that sometimes I play against people who I've probably played 50 times the amount of them, and they can do some
Yes.
work on me. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
what it is.
Smash is one of those ones where it's like you can pick it up really easily, but like if you can get really good at it, like
Yeah.
the like little things, there's so many like little things you can get really good at
Yes.
that like separate you then. Like the basic
Absolutely.
is easy to pick up, but like the nuanced is not as easy.
Yeah.
It's fun. Okay, I wanna ask you some what I traditionally call my fun section, but it's gonna be a little bit interesting because the questions are usually to athletes who are like different. It's just different because you're not technically doing exactly what I would say on these questions. So I want to it's a little bit of improv. But who's the best Smash player you've played with?
Okay. There's this guy. There's this guy on the Belfast team,
Okay,
and he, oh my gosh. So obviously we have our high school league, right? But when it comes to esports, there's kind of like a scene in every state. Like
for
people of
sure,
all ages come together and they play. Like they'll set up tournaments. You'll go
for
out. You'll give
sure.
them like $10, and you'll all like scrim.
Yeah.
So there's this guy that has consistently been ranked top 20 in the entire state of Maine out of like anyone in Maine that plays Smash.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's probably the best guy I've played against. He won states 3 times in a row.
Whoa.
I've gotten very close to beating him. I've taken my sophomore year, I think I took like a game off him, then lost two, and then we did another set. Game
Yeah.
off him, lost one. Super close game to decide it. Fell
Yeah.
short, but yeah, he's probably the best guy I've played. He's pretty good.
What does he mean?
He means Yoshi.
Oh,
And
okay.
like
Yoshi.
Yoshi's a
Yo,
character.
Yoshi's. Yes. You go ahead. You say it because
He you would think like he's not somebody you hear a ton about. Like he doesn't have a
he's
huge amount of
so
representation, but
overpowered.
he has so much going on. Like
Oh yeah.
he can armor through anything you have.
Oh
His
yeah.
moves hit like a truck. He's one of the
Yeah.
heaviest characters in the whole game. Like
Yeah.
you can't kill him. He's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yoshi's just an OP character. If you know how to
He's
use him, he's
crazy.
so OP.
Yeah.
Um, who's your favorite? Well, this is gonna be an answer, but what's your favorite game all time? Is it Smash? Like not just to play esports, but like to play casually at home, whatever it is.
Um. So the past 2 years, I've really been a huge Smash fan. This is a little corny to say, but I think Minecraft's probably my favorite game of all time.
Minecraft's such a vibe.
I mean, I've some of my I used to have a ton of online friends. I made them all through Minecraft.
Yeah.
For years and years, I played Minecraft like back on the Wii U when I was just little. I'd do that.
Oh man.
Like I've been playing Minecraft since I was like a I don't know. I mean, I've had so many friends where we've bonded over playing Minecraft, like
Yeah.
competing and building stuff together. There's just I've made so many good moments playing that game. I don't know.
Are you a survival or a creative type of guy?
Good question. I love building. I love building things in creative. I'm all about that.
I feel that.
I'm absolutely terrible at survival. I get
Me
invited to
too.
so many survival servers.
Me
And
too.
I'm terrible at it. I
Me
play it for
too.
like 2 seconds. And I'm like, I'm just terrible. I'm so bad.
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm like, nah, I'm already dead. I'm done. Like,
And you know what? It's weird because like I play like this variant of Bed Wars all the time, and I'm fairly decent at it. So like the combat isn't the issue. My
yeah.
survival skills are just absolutely horrible. Apparently, I don't know.
So don't get either of us caught in a situation where we have to survive on our own. Because if we can't do it in a video game, we're in trouble in
we'll
real
be
life.
we'll be in trouble. We'll be in trouble.
Oh man. Okay. I was a big I played Minecraft when it first came out, which I guess ages me a little bit, but I loved it. I played it
Yeah.
all the time. I played keyboard and mouse for a long time. That's all I played for a long time. But now I only play console. Who's your biggest mentor?
That's a good question. Who's my biggest mentor? Like in general?
In general, yeah.
Maybe my mom. My mom's great. I mean, everything I do, I feel like I've learned from her. Now I feel bad for not saying my dad first. I'm sorry, Dad. Dad gives me something else. Maybe I'll talk about that later. So I kind of
Okay,
even things
love
out.
that.
But yeah, I'm gonna start by saying my biggest mentor is my mom. He, I mean, a lot of the things I'm really passionate about, I've seen from her. Right, like she used to be really big into video games back in the day.
Okay.
She does like web design and graphic design, which
Holy.
I don't do a ton, but like I've found I really love doing those things because
Yeah.
she kind of showed me that she draws. I am ever impressed and try and do the things that she does. I don't know. She just does so. She works so hard and
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
she commits herself to things, and that's why I really love committing myself and diving headfirst into things. She really, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I love that. No, I love it. Um, I guess this one's it can be similar, depends on how you like to answer the question. But who inspires you the most?
There we go. Perfect question. My dad.
I
Okay.
got you. I got you.
I my my dad he's quite the guy. I mean, he's he was born in Philadelphia, right? So he
Okay.
coming to Maine was quite like a big
Yeah,
change for
big
him.
change.
Yeah, he was in the Navy, so he's gone all over
Okay.
the world.
Wow.
Um, and really, even though he's been so many places, when he landed here, he just feels so at home. I almost like to say he's achieved nirvana. Like he loves what he does so much.
Yeah.
His job, he's so happy with it. He comes home every day, and I'm like, "How was your day?" And he's like, "You know where I keep it? I keep it here." He never gets upset. He's always happy. He always helps the people around him. He's a great friend. He laughs so loud you can hear it across the room. Like yeah, he's a great guy.
Okay. I love it. What's your best esports memory?
Good question. Oh, it's my best esports memory. Okay, this is an honorable mention. We had someone from the yearbook team come in to our practice one time, and they were just taking photos. And I'm playing my friend in a match, and I see that they take a photo towards the end of the match. I'm like, huh, I wonder if that'll make it in the yearbook. And I open it when I get it, and it's a photo of me beating him on the kill screen. And so forever in that yearbook,
Let's
an
go.
immortalized picture of me destroying my friend.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I want to give another good one. Um, you know what? I actually know exactly. I only have 6 things favorited on my phone, and one of them is an esports memory. Um, we have there was this one guy. He graduated my freshman year, and he really wasn't a huge esports guy. But we needed someone to play states. One of our second best player who doesn't play with us anymore. He was gone, so we really needed someone. And this guy stepped up. He's like, "I'll do it." He chose Kazuya, which I don't know if you know about Kazuya in Smash. He's a very
I don't.
complicated character.
Oh, jeez.
Um, so you know how in like fighting games there's like command inputs and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Kazuya is one of 4 characters in Smash where you have to do like where you do command inputs if you want to play him properly. So he's got a lot going on, right?
Nah.
He's pretty yeah, he's pretty funky. But anyways, this guy picks up Kazuya, right? He goes to the state championship. He's playing against the best player on the other team. We're watching him get absolutely folded, like he's not clicking any buttons. Or the guy on our player or the guy on our team, and then he presses one button. The other guy, best player on the other team, probably at 30%. Guy on our team presses one button, delivers his punch,
Yeah.
like gets a critical hit, and the guy just blows up. He just dies instantly. And we all pop off like crazy because our teammate that's played the game for probably like 10 hours max. He
Yeah.
just pressed some random button and destroyed this like top player in the state of Maine. Like it was hilarious.
That's
He
funny.
didn't win, but he got annoyingly close in every single match. Like
That's
watching
awesome.
someone who's never played the game just
Yeah.
it was hilarious. Best thing I've ever seen. It was
I
great.
love that. I love it. Okay. I want to do my this or that segment, which is one of my favorite ones to do as well. Again, I have to figure out how exactly I want to do this, but this is usually never to do with like the thing that you do that you're here to be interviewed for. It's just for fun. Uh, so I'm a big foodie, and I always start with food. I don't even what's even in Pittsfield, for food.
Yeah,
I've been there quite a few times, but I do not remember.
there's not a lot.
Yeah, no. McDonald's or Taco Bell? Which one are you going with?
Taco Bell, definitely.
Hey,
Mc,
that's my guy. Let's go.
McDonald's, like, I've never liked McDonald's burgers. I can get a chicken sandwich,
Yeah.
but like Taco Bell's got like, I mean, every single menu item's the same four things, but like they're the
Yeah, but
good
who
same
cares?
four things.
It's good. Exactly.
I get a Baja Blast and like a Crunch Wrap, and I'm all set.
That's facts. That's facts. Okay. Um, I guess this is a question that just popped into my head that I guess I want to ask now. Instead of doing my this or that, but I had a question. Um, what are you doing if you win on Saturday? What's the plan if you win? How are you celebrating?
Um, with homework. No, okay. How am I
Oh
celebrating?
no.
Look, yeah. Unfortunately, this has been a pretty busy week for me, so I've been trying to balance like practice, getting work done. But how am I celebrating?
If you do win, don't want to
Yeah, if I do
raise
win,
the trophy too quickly.
I know I'm a little braggadocious. No, okay. How am I celebrating? I, I I don't know. I mean, like, obviously, usually, like, we go to dinner or something after, but because it's here, I don't really know. I mean, I'll be happy. Hopefully, at some point, we'll have like a little after party kind of thing. That'll probably be a little while later. But really, I think I'll go home. I'll take a nice nap after the long week, and I'll just kind of relax. It'll feel nice.
Yes, sir. I like it.
I'm
Okay.
being a little too ambitious. Sorry.
No, no, I love it. I asked the question, so you're allowed to be ambitious. Okay. Let's think. Would you rather have to fill in for Rocket League or Mario Kart?
I'm gonna go with Mario Kart. I think I'm absolutely terrible at both of them, but
Fair.
I think Mario Kart, just like by virtue of Nintendo game, like I have a teammate who's amazing at Mario Kart. He's actually our third for Smash Brothers, but he's great. So I'm sure there's a ton of intricacies that go into it that I don't know about, but I feel like it's a little more kind of like Smash, a little more approachable. So I think I'll do
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay. I like that. If let's say, would you rather like, play in the state championship like you're about to on Saturday, or would you rather like be at one of the things that Stacks announces? Like,
Ooh,
what do you
good
think would be
question.
cool, like cooler to you?
Yeah. Um. Okay. Any other year, I probably would have said be at the thing Stacks announces because getting to travel, hearing them all on the like the mic and everything like that, it'd just be insane. The lights,
For
everything is
sure.
so cool. But going there on Saturday, we're having it at MCI. I'm hoping to have like some people at the school come out to support of my family, my teachers,
Yeah,
my friends, um, and getting to have their support. It's really just going to be incredible, and I don't know if I could give that up.
that's fair. I love it. Okay, last one, and then I'll let you get out of here. Would you rather go perfect, like not touched? But I don't remember. There's a word for it, I think, right in Smash, where if you don't get like if you go 0% and like
JV4.
flawlessly win it. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
JV4.
Okay. So if you do that, you could do that, or you like run the table, don't lose a single match all year long, and then win the state championship, like in solos.
Like I get one, like I JV4. What do you mean? Explain it a little bit for me.
Like
Like a
you have
JV4 at the end.
no, like you have one incredible like day. Like you don't get touched once all day long in
Okay.
like a big setting. So it could be it could be a state championship and you just don't get touched. Like you just dominate. Or would you dominate in with longevity? So would you rather
Okay. I
do
see the
like
question. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you get hit like you get hit a little bit, but you don't lose.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
what would you rather?
So I've had a couple undefeated seasons. They've been cool, but I think I actually said that today during practice. The one thing I may have done it one or two times, but I've never done is gotten a JV4. I'll play against some people that I think I'm gonna stop, and I'll be so close. I'll get two of their stocks without getting hit. It'll be last stock. I'll be in the middle of taking them out, and they'll like nick me, and I'll take like
Yeah.
3%, and I
Yeah.
don't get it. But if I could get one of those at states and like I I think that's it. I think I've won. Like I
Retired on
think
the spot.
yeah.
Hang up the Nintendo Switch and we're walking away.
Huh? Yeah, I'm good, man. There we go.
That's
I'm
fair.
all set.
I like it. I'm curious. I said last question, but I'm curious.
No, you're
Is
good.
there would you when you go to college? I mean, most colleges these days have esports teams. Have you thought about playing esports in college?
That's a good question. It's something I'm really not sure about. A couple of the colleges I've looked at have had esports teams. I mean, there's a couple of sports I look at for college, right? Like I might be interested in doing tennis. I don't know if I'm good enough, but I'll try.
Yeah.
Definitely not going back to cross country.
Not in
Not a huge
college, dude.
fan.
Then they be running like 5Ks. Ain't
I
nobody got
know.
time for that.
I did it 3 years. I could run the 5Ks, the 8Ks. No
Nah,
way.
yeah, no, no, no.
But will I do esports? I mean, I think I'd like to continue, right? Like, it'll be good to have stronger competition. Like, obviously, I play very good people. I don't want to put them down, but Maine, there's really good competition outside of Maine. I haven't got to
For sure.
go up against that. I really want to try and experience. Maybe I'll get to go to some tournaments in another state if I go out of state for college. So yeah,
Oh, almost 100%, I would assume. I think probably most of them do like travel, I think.
yeah,
I think like once you get to college, I think it's basically just like any other sport where I think you just get to like go have your away meets and then your home matches too. I
yeah.
think.
And that'll be a great experience if I get to do that. That'd be awesome.
Okay, cool. I was just curious if it was something that you would want to do further. Okay, that's my last question. So I gave you the floor here at the end to say whatever you want to say. I know it springs it on you, but you can like if you have social media, shout out your social media. If you want to say a quote or what's next for you, obviously we talked about it. You have state championships on Saturday, so if you want to say something about that, certainly do so. But you have the floor for as long as you'd like here at the end.
Whew, let me think. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll just talk about state champions, right? Like, um, I've beaten the guy that I'm gonna have to play in semifinals. I've beaten either of the opponents I can get in finals. There's a very reasonable chance I'll be playing against my partner, my number two, the guy that is on my team. And if I do, I'm gonna whoop his behind. So I'm winning. It's over. There's no game lost. There's no nothing. It's over. I win state championship. Walk out the door. Go get that nap I was talking about earlier. Like
Hey,
that's
there
it.
we go. I love it. Perfect. For all those who are gonna watch, like it up, share it, do all the stuff with it, and we will see you next time.